Welcome to Around the Bend with Soki. This episode, we're in Kanab, Utah, and we're going to the coral pink sand dunes. We were very surprised to find out that there were sand dunes up in this elevation around these rock cliffs. The sand dunes are made up of fine grain of these pink vermilion cliffs that have been chewed up and eroded by the air, the water around them. In Kanab, there's a really nice visitor station, and they provide really nice maps that give you different hikes that you can go on. And so we decided to do this one. This is probably about 18-20 miles outside of Kanab. It's all off of paved roads, so you're not going out on dirt roads and trekking all over the place. One of the things we were surprised at is that they have a fairly large RV park. There's probably about 30 water and electric sites. They all have access directly to the dunes and a very nice overlook. They have sandboards that you can use. I saw them in the gift shop. They range from about 6 inches wide to probably about 14 inches wide for those heavier people like me. You can also rent UTVs right here on site, and they didn't appear to be that busy. You can see some of them off in the distance by the big sand dunes I'll show you in a little bit. So these sand dunes are about 6,000 feet in elevation, and you can see where the Vermilion Cliffs have kind of a notch, and you'll be able to see way out into the distance looking towards the Grand Canyon. They have a very nice observation deck that you can walk out to. You stay on a paved path. And then if you want to go out in the sand dunes, you can drop your shoes or whatever, and the only way to go is direct out this trailer you can see now headed towards those big sand dunes. They have bleachers set up there so you can sit there and watch. If you have kids that want to go play in the sand, set them loose. There's also a full restroom right there at the parking lot. So the Coral Pink Sand Dunes are the only major dune field in the Colorado Plateau region of the Southwest. Tucked in along with the Vermilion Cliffs, the dune field stretches for 7 miles. You can see where you can walk out and get up on the dunes, and here you can see past the Vermilion Cliffs all the way out towards the Grand Canyon and beyond. It's a very amazing view. So another map that we picked up was for the Belly of the Dragon hike. So you come back from the dunes and you turn left when you hit Route 86, and you go about 4 or 5 miles and you'll come to this place. Belly of the Dragon is a short, fun hike, but striking tunnel carved beneath Highway 89. Originally the drainage tunnel, it now serves as a unique family-friendly adventure. Naturally sculpted sandstone walls resemble a dragon's ribcage, offering a surreal photogenic experience. It's easily accessible, except for about a 4-foot climb down into the drainage ditch. You should prepare for a cool shaded walk, and it shows the hidden gem in southern Utah's Red Rock country. The initial hike is fairly short, but it's at 6,000 feet. So remember, we're doing this at higher elevation. It can take 1 to 2 hours if you go the full length of it, but the distance just through the tunnel will only take you probably half an hour, 45 minutes at most. It is quite dark, so you should bring a flashlight. It appears a lot brighter in this video than it actually was. Trying to see your footing in this path can be a little bit challenging. It's very interesting. The water has carved the inside of this tunnel with all these ribs and interesting shapes. The sandstone, you can actually put your hand on it and actually scratch it away a little bit. It's amazing how soft it really is. It immediately opens up into the wash that actually is the drainage ditch that feeds this. You can walk up this for probably another 4 miles, but as you do, it gets tighter and it eventually turns into a slot canyon, which means you have to do some really interesting canyoneering. You really want to be prepared for it, and you're at higher elevation, so bring water. We walked a short way up the wash just to see what it looked like, and then turned around and came back down. When you turn around and come back, you realize how much they cut through on this sandstone to get in there. It also really shows the bright colors of the sandstone and the variation that shows up as you work your way through. The ribbing of the tunnel really starts to show up, and then you see how it goes from bright sunlight to very dark interior. It's probably in the 60s and a nice breeze coming through. It probably would be very nice during the summertime when it was hot outside. But it becomes very difficult to navigate when you're looking at that bright light way down. It was dark enough here I had to stick my hand in front of the camera to see if the light was still on my phone. We were very glad that we decided to take this hike. It was not strenuous and we enjoyed it very much. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.